Today on the Philly Talk podcast, we got so much to get into, but this has been my honest mood all day at work from 6:30 a.m. to 3 o'clock p.m. I've been giving my coworkers the Jalen Hurts. You can't even convert on 4th and 1 stare?
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast, and today we got a lot to get into. Eagles Saints recap, although I really don't want to talk about it. The Giants shenanigans, we're going to start them, we're going to sit them, we're going to start them, and also a great update on Josh Sweat, plus the A.J. Brown comments, and we're going to watch the video that Emmanuel Acho broke down. It was great. We got all that coming up, but if this was your mood as well, whether you went to work, whether you got one more day off for the holiday vacation, if this your mood, help your boy out. Hit that like button. It's been my mood until I got to talk to y'all. Subscribe and ding the bell so you get the notification when we go live, the play-by-plays, and the regular videos. Plus, there's a link in the description where you can talk with your boy and a bunch of great Eagle fans behind the YouTube scenes. Man, I was feeling this way all day. But I did like that Josh Sweat tweeted out, "Thank you for your prayers and support. I'll be back this season." We're not talking a Giants game. And if we, for some strange reason, don't get a bye week, probably not then. But if we handle business like I know we can with Jalen Hurts and play Eagles football, well, then it's going to be 2 weeks. He should be back for that first playoff game in the divisional round, and he's important to what we do up front. He's one of 4 players with 10-plus sacks, the only team in NFL history to have 4 or more 10-plus sack guys, and Hassan Reddick with a 16-piece, and he can still get some done against Daniel Jones. That's all great. Now, Emmanuel Acho broke it down. In the video, you'll hear A.J. Brown's comments, but I also want to tell you what he said on Twitter that he deleted. But anyways, Jalen Hurts' absence on the Eagles is becoming glaringly evident. There's just no way he would make this game-ending mistake. Hashtag Eagles, hashtag Acho answers. Listen to the whole breakdown.
Team meeting. Gardner Minshew got sloppy, and it cost the Eagles a game. Listen to A.J. Brown about the interception that cost the Eagles.
It was initially a press. We were trying to get Gardner's attention to look up, but he never looked back at me.
A.J. Brown said, hey, Marshawn Lattimore was initially in press coverage. He was trying to get Gardner Minshew's attention to look up at him so y'all can communicate, change the route concept. But Gardner Minshew never looked back at him. Now pay attention. Initially press, but Marshawn Lattimore, he moves back off coverage. That allows him more vision to see and make a break on the ball. Pay close attention to this, though. Eagles, 4 wide receivers on one side, A.J. Brown on the other side by himself. That will matter a whole lot in about 40 seconds from now. Now look, Marshawn Lattimore, he's just reading Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew never looked up like A.J. Brown said, and Marshawn Lattimore, easy jump on the ball. That is a pick 6. But now, why didn't Gardner Minshew ever look up? Gardner Minshew after the game, we ran the same play earlier against the same coverage, and they made a great adjustment to it. Jumped the route. I assumed since it was the same coverage, he was going to play it the same. Wait, Gardner Minshew? What are you talking about? Second quarter, 2 minutes, 59 seconds left. Once again, 3 receivers on one side. Oh, wait, just kidding. Receivers gonna motion. Now what do you have? 4 receivers on one side. A.J. Brown on the opposite side by himself. What did I just show y'all in the fourth quarter? 4 receivers on one side. A.J. Brown opposite side by himself. Marshawn Lattimore is in press coverage. Gardner Minshew earlier in the game, second quarter. He sees the exact same coverage by the Saints, and what does he do? He throws a quick slant to A.J. Brown. Easy completion. So when Marshawn Lattimore gets beat in the second quarter, with 2 minutes, 56 seconds left, when the play comes around in the fourth quarter, oh, he ain't going to let it happen to him again. Gardner Minshew has to realize that. Again, listen to what A.J. Brown said.
He actually called the route out.
The DB actually called the route out. Marshawn Lattimore ain't even going to look at A.J. Brown the entirety of the interception for a touchdown. All he's looking at, Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew, a lack of attention to detail. What Jalen Hurts has shown us the entirety of the season, he pays attention to all of the details. Ready, break.
They were some facts right there for sure, for sure. And again, A.J. Brown kind of throwing Gardner under the bus in his right after the game in the locker room comments. But the question was, can you explain the interception? And he tried to. He also said that I don't think it's because me and Garner are not on the same page. It just was a mistake. So he chalked it up to that. Plus, there were reporters trying to get A.J. Brown to say, we need Hurts. Maybe they do. We believe it. But he stuck to, we could have won that game with the guys out there. So I don't really think it's him just fully throwing him under the bus. But man, we won dogs at the wide receiver position. He got 1,400 yards, 10 plus touchdowns, maybe 11. Look, it is what it is. It's right after the game. Then he came to Twitter pretty much restating the kind of route he did because he got a lot of people questioning his love of the game and his route there, giving it all. And I kind of did live. I said 85 or 80% of that interception is gone Gardner Minshew, but 15-20%, come on, AJ, play defense. But the way the route was, the check that was made by, he thought the check that should have been made was go to the other side with the 4 wide receivers. I'm going to run, keeping Marshawn Lattimore busy. But again, as Acho said, he never even played AJ. He played the ball and he played Minshew the whole time. And that angle, I'll see more in the All-22. I don't know if AJ could have played defense, but he deleted that tweet. It is what it is. On to the next. On to the next. These are some of my. This is the only positive I can take away from the Eagles-Saints game, which is, I started by saying you can't take any. You can't take away any positives from this Eagles loss besides maybe not having to worry about resting guys for multiple weeks because we playing to win in week 18. Is that a legit positive? No, but that's the only thing I could pull out because everything was bad. And I still do believe the best thing was the defense in the second half. First half, you can't allow the first drive to go 9 minutes and they punch it in for 7. That is a tone setter. That changes the complexion of the game immensely. But they did give the offense multiple opportunities in the second half. And 95% of the games that you hold a team to 13 points, you're going to win. But let's start looking at Jonathan Gannon in a blender, right? Context. 34 of the last 35 passes were completed on the Eagles when they are in zone defense. I'm not saying to never play it, but you got to dramatically decrease it because we're letting people tear us up. Tear us up. The adjustments are too slow. And if you're talking 34 of 35 passes are completing your zone, well, you're not doing nothing with that at all. Nothing at all. So the context got to be better. Maybe you get the ball back in the offense, catch things going. But whoa, offense, you need to get this smoke. Whether it's Gardner Minshew playing trash, whether it's Nick Sirianni abandoning the run. But Miles Sanders was hurt. I don't care. You got other backs that can get the job done. The Saints, even without Lattimore, have been one of the better passing defense. They got Lattimore back yesterday, and you challenged it with Gardner Minshew? Cool. He threw for 355 against the Cowboys. So go ahead and start it like that. But if it ain't working, change up. You wait to the second half like your running mate, Jonathan Gannon, most of the times, you wait to finally run Miles Sanders. We only had 17 plays in the first half. Guess how many were passes? Guess how many were runs? Out of 17 total first half plays. I'm not going to go through the whole Wheel of Fortune beat, even if that's it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm tripping right now. 17 plays, 15 were passes, 2 were runs. You can't do that. Just because it was a 9-minute drive, horrible by Jonathan Gannon, touchdown, you don't panic. Down 7, down 10. That is nothing to panic and say, I got to pass. And don't use the Lane Johnson excuse because he's not make or break our rushing attack. It's an absolute a horrible game plan, and then Minshew, the offensive line, Jason Kelsey, all played their worst game. Horrible, horrible, horrible. You can't make this up. It was so hard to sit through. Shout out to y'all with the $20, you already know what I got to do, super chats. That's what kept me going. I had a glimmer of faith until the pick six happened. Took all the energy out of me. How to go downstairs and eat 4 slices of pizza. How am I going to get my January body? My New Year's resolution. Nah. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about these Giants. We're not going to break down the matchup and all that yet. Rappaport did come out and say that Jalen Hurts most likely will play. Sources say. Dayball, right after the win, said that he's not going to rest starters. Then he talks today that he might rest starters depending on how his guys feel. I think he was just pumped that the Giants are finally in the playoffs. He got asked the question. He was caught off guard because I listened to the and that's what Twitter does, right? Let me actually pull the thing up real quick. Let me pull it up if I can find it. Twitter only gives you a little bit of the clip. Here's the clip, right? I said Brian Daboll said he's not resting starters. That just means that we got to play the guy in Jalen Hurts, and we will get it done. C.J. Gardner-Johnson will be back too, possibly. But it looks like he might not be, according to what Nick said today. We'll see. But listen to this.
Any thought to if we got to pull back on some guys this week, we will, or rest?
No. No.
Any rest?
No. No. It's not, you get rest after the season. It's a long season. This is the it's the fun part of the season. You know, it's a fun part of the season when you're winning. Or a bad part of the season when you're losing.
Any thought to if we got to pull back?
So then another question was like, so there's a possibility you play him? Another question was asked in regard to that, and he said, I'm going to enjoy this one, go home and smoke a cigar, and we'll figure out the rest during the week. Then he came out today and said he don't know what he's doing. So he's going to play close to the vest. I ain't mad at the game. I do think they're going to sit their starters because they are locked into the 6th seed. Doesn't matter. But if you want to play your guys, go ahead. Like I said, the one positive you can possibly take from this is that we possibly don't have to, a lot. When we were flying high before we lost to the Cowboys and lost to the Saints, we were talking about what if we got to sit our starters in the Saints game, the Giants game, a bye week, Then it was maybe we got to sit our starters for the Giants game and a bye week. Now it's just if we win, we sit our starters for a bye week. You see how things changed? But let's take a look at this Eagles team. And again, the similarity is our key guys are not there, right? We lost 2 in a row. Maybe that wakes up the Eagles, right? However, Lane Johnson, one of our best players, will be back for the playoffs. Jalen Hurts, one of our best players, will be back week 18 and for the playoffs. Knock on wood. Who knows what the Giants, I don't know. And C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who still leads the league in interceptions, will be back for the playoffs. So you got to add the additions to them. Who knows how far, what's really going on with Maddox. Maybe if we make that push and get to that NFC championship or blah, 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 blah. I don't want to get ahead of myself because we need a dub, right? We just need a dub first. And then we maybe get him back. I don't know. I'm iffy on that. But to just act like the world is, I am upset. I slept on it. I'm still upset. But the Eagle team that we've grown to love has not been losing these games. But, and credit 97.5 to Fanatic, this Eagles coaching staff, when things are going well, their play calling is extra spicy, it's crispy, it's working, they're doing this, they're doing that. But when things are going bad, they dig themselves deeper and deeper and deeper in the middle of the game. When things are going good, it's good. When things are going bad, they can't dig themselves out. And that could come back to haunt us in the playoffs. Run the ball! That's also something I just want to say. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Plus, if you made it this far and you 14 minutes in, 14 minutes and 32 seconds, drop the muscle emoji. We need to start beating people down. And by not even beating people down. I'm not talking about just the scoreboard, but stop getting outworked on the offensive line. Stop getting outworked mentally, physically. We can't be bullied. We need to be the bully, all right? It's January football coming up. We the bully. We the better team. We got to go show it. Drop the muscle emoji. And if you got any comments to what the Giants might do to the Saints game, give me your final thoughts of the Saints game. Tomorrow, I will do the all 22 of that wretched game. And then by Wednesday, we not talking about the Saints no more. So really, flood the comment section with your thoughts. I want to hear from you because I slept on it, and it's still kind of crappy. We out.